to talk about something completely out of the blue today. I know you've seen this before, but there's something unique about this, and I'm quite chuffed with myself because what it was, I'm not showing you the game, it's nothing to do with the game as such, but in it I did show you I'd got a little bag, and the bag I was waiting for my daughter to make me a bag, and I used one of these black plastic bags. In fact, it's a doggy bag from my dog, and it smells, it's never been used of course, but it's got a nice freshy smell in it. It's got a little scent in and things like this. Anyway, yeah, I thought it looked a bit cheap and chatty, so I thought I'd look on the web, and I was looking for how you'd make a bag like this. And I came across a few people, but the one that mainly got me was a girl called either Wendy St George or Windy St George, I'm not quite sure, and I do apologise for getting her name wrong, her first name, unless that's a complete second name, last name, hyphenated, and she's from Expert Village, and she said that you get a piece of material and you fold it into half, cut it in a rectangle and fold it in half, and then you stitch up the sides. Well, I thought, well, and you fold the top over to make the thing where the drawstring goes through, and I thought to myself, well, that sounds complicated. So what I did was I got one of my old t-shirts which is seen better days, and I don't know if you can see, I've just cut the corner off it like so, and it's already got one side stitched on, so the other side and bottom are open, but the bottom has got the drawstring catches already made in it, and they're already open, so you don't have to do them. I don't know if you think that's a good idea, but I was quite chuffed with it. Anyway, you stitch it from the inside out. You can laugh at me stitching if you want, but it's terrible, and I used, because I'm a bookbinder, I've used the only thing that I had, which was bookbinders white thread, which I use, which is quite strong, and I stitched it from the inside out, and then I got one of my drawstrings. I have these on my trousers, and they pull. You just pull them, and they draw in your trousers because for extra large people. But I cut one up, and here you've seen. I put a pin through it, like so, and it was quite long. It was. You can see I've cut the ends off, and I pass the pin through the holes, and then I turn the bag inside out. And if you use black thread and a bit more malum than I have, and you press it down, and I put my hand inside, and it's a good size. The wife said it was too big for her hand, but I mean it's only just the right size for my hand, and that's just for popping the dice in. So there you've got yourself. I put a couple of knots on the end, stop it going through, and there you go. So that's another jobbed, and I've got Windy St George or Wendy St George from Expert Village to thank for that. So that's just a little point. I don't know whether you think that's any good or whether it's cheaper to buy one, but I like everything homemade. I like everything to be homemade, and for what it is and what it costs. If it had been black thread, you wouldn't see it, and if you pressed it, it would be even better. But it didn't take me 10 minutes. I'm quite pleased with that, and thank you very much, Windy St George or Wendy St George. Anyway, I'll close there and say adieu.